What's going on, everyone? Bobster1984 back again, and what the fucking hell was that? I'm doing it again, another video, another Newcastle United reaction video to an absolutely fucking piss poor performance. Where do you start? Fucking 5-1 against Palace away. You know what it is, man. It's just a fucking disgrace. The whole thing is a disgrace from top to bottom. Changes were made to the team. I didn't expect Colback to come back. But you're basically taking a non-creative midfield of Tiote and Anita and making it exactly the same by putting Colback in. Although I do rate Colback higher than Tiote, just. And you've got Cisse up front by himself, which personally I don't think is a good move. But in the first 10 minutes of the game, it paid off. Bit of good play by Janmaat. Gets the ball in. And a nice finish, a lovely header, wasn't offside, off the post, and there's Newcastle 1-0 up after 10 minutes. And then that's it. Then absolutely fucking that's it. You might as well have just had children against men, because that's what it was, men against boys. And you know what it is, the thing that really pisses me off is Palace didn't even have to be that good to score 5 goals against a supposed Premier League club. What an absolute joke. Newcastle United, you should be fucking embarrassed. But you won't be. You'll turn up for training again on Monday and you'll be just, it's another game gone. You know, we'll try and pick ourselves up and we'll do the basics against Liverpool next week. And we'll get another fucking thrashing. But honestly, I don't know what can you say. What can I possibly say here that is going to and be anything other than me being pissed off in a tirade against how fucking shit Newcastle were today. But it's now got to the point where I genuinely haven't got a clue where we're going to get our next win from, and when we're going to get a good performance, when we're going to play well. You know, we've had all this bullshit all through the week about McClaren giving them a good hiding. Now, however, man, if anyone believes that, you're fucking gullible. It's as simple as that. Just like the drones that keep going back to St James's Park every fucking week. Oh, I still support my club. I still support my fucking club. But you kind of keep going there and accepting bullshit every single week. Something's got to change. It's not going to fucking change. It's rotten at the top and it stems all the way down to the fucking bottom. You know what I mean? We need serious changes at that club. And I'm not just talking about fucking getting rid of the manager. He seems to be completely out of his depth. And, you know, we've now conceded the most goals in the Premier League. We've conceded 30 goals after 14 games, which is fucking useless. It's embarrassingly bad. It's shocking. And, you know, it's relegation form. You've got 10 points out of 14 games. 42 possible points have gone, and we've now picked up 10. And it doesn't even look like it's going to get any better. I'm sorry, but there was nothing in that play apart from the first 10 minutes that suggested that anything that had been said on that training ground had actually made any fucking difference, because nothing had changed. And it was all the same bullshit, the same useless, you know, same way of going down the right. Oh, we'll give it to Sissoko, and it's all shit. It's absolutely shit. The club is rotten. The team, it's a joke. It doesn't even deserve to be in the fucking Premier League. We won't be in the Premier League if you continue playing this shit. And you know, we need to sign some steely players, some players that have got a fucking bottle and actually want to go out and fight for the club, because none of them bastards on that field today didn't want to do anything after that first 10 minutes. 80 minutes of football where they did fuck all, conceded 5 goals against an average Palace side. As I say, Palace didn't even need to do anything good to score 5 goals against a fellow Premier League team. That is how bad it is. Palace have been fucking bang average all season as well at home, and what do? You know, well, we've got Newcastle, that's it. We'll put on a performance. We don't need to really do much. We just need to go into second gear and we'll get a couple of goals anyway, because these are shit. These didn't care. These didn't want to fucking graft their bollocks off. I mean, the defending for the first goal, obviously, you know, deflection of Dummett can be let off. You know, there's no one's at fault for that first goal. The defending for the second goal, I mean, it wasn't even comedy. It wasn't even funny, to the point where I can actually have a laugh at it. It wasn't funny. It was just, how can Premier League footballers be that bad? Somebody explain it to us. How can Premier League footballers be that bad? Genuinely, I've had enough. And you know, I've been a season ticket holder for 10 seasons. I gave my ticket up at the end of the 13-14 season. I gave it up because literally I couldn't afford to have it anymore. I'd had enough at that point. And it wasn't even half as bad as it is now. And anyone that still goes to fucking ground, you all deserve medals, because I don't know how he's putting up with it. And this is a proper rant, and I think it's any Newcastle fan that's got any kind of, you know, feelings left for the club, if you've miraculously still got feelings there like I have, you know, how the fuck can you not be so annoyed like I am? If anyone is there saying, if anyone dares come out and say, if I read any comments and say Newcastle played well or deserved something other than a 5-1 defeat, I'm sorry, like, but you're not only delusional, you're lying to yourselves as well. It's as simple as that. But nothing's going to change. I mean, we're going to play Liverpool at home next year, and they beat us 6-0 a few seasons ago. What is there to tell you that's not going to happen again? And then we'll play Spurs away, who are on good form. You might as well say we're going to concede another 5 goals in each game, the next 2. Honestly, man, it's a fucking joke. Steve McClaren, you're a joke. Your tactics are bollocks. Everything about that, what you're doing to the club and what you're doing with the players is bollocks. Whatever you're saying to them is not getting through, and that tells me that there's problems there, and you're not good enough. I mean, I've said all along I was willing to give you a chance, willing to give, you know, your new regime a chance, but I've seen absolutely nothing different from under when Carver was in charge and towards the back end when Pardew was in charge. It's been shit for over a year and a half, and the fan during the game shouting we're sick, we're shit, and we're sick of it. You're all right, and you've all got you know, absolutely nothing to shout about again on another away performance. I've got nothing but respect for anyone that sang that down there and actually tried to give the players a bit of a message as to what the fuck, you know, is going through everyone's head who's a Newcastle fan, and then everyone's not happy about it, and it needs to change. But you know, you tell me what can change. Leave some comments. What did you think about the performance? You know, is anyone out there that actually thought we played well, apart from the first 10 minutes? You know, I don't think there's anything more I can say. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Fucking shite. Sorry for all the swearing, but it's to be expected. Anyway, I'm gonna gan because I'm pissed off. I'm annoyed. I'm gonna try and enjoy the rest of me Saturday night. I'm gonna watch the boxing. I'm hopefully gonna watch Klitschko beat Fury because I can't stand the gypsy cunt. But anyway, that's it for me. Bobster1984. You've been watching another Newcastle video where I'm absolutely depressed and fucking sick. So if you've enjoyed it somehow, if you agree with what I'm saying, leave some comments. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like. Please subscribe. We'll be doing these all season if we're still fucking alive, because we'll probably be dead with all this fucking annoyance and shit like that, but never mind. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.